Hi. I'm a little bit late. I usually stream a bit earlier in the day, but I was just getting a little bit of work done, and I was like, hey, may as well stream it. Yeah, I don't really have much of a intro or anything today. I'm just gonna get started on streaming. It me. So, uh, I am in the process of updating my commissions sheet, which I haven't done in 3 years. And I was like, oh, I need some new art and resources and stuff to make it look good. So that's uh, that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna just clean some stuff up, make it look good. So yeah, what I'm gonna try to do is get this drawing done. Specifically, like I wanted to have a drawing where I could go, here's the sketch, here's the lines, here's the flat colors, here's the fully rendered thing. So I'm gonna try to do this in a way where I can like isolate all of those individual steps of the process. I already, well, almost finished the sketch. I'm just gonna add some, like some lines to my PJ bottoms. Oh. Anyways, it's always good to have some up-to-date examples. Oh, I should get some music playing. Is that working? Looks like it is. Good. I'm not really planning on doing too much chatting tonight though. So like if you're just vibing, feel free to lurk or to like watch the VOD if you want to just see some drawing. Uh, I'm gonna just trying to get this done. What we're gonna do is like lightly shade in the areas in between the stripes. You know, wouldn't it have been easier for me to just... Oh, I'm gonna do that differently with the other leg. Yeah, I could have just shaded the whole thing in and then, like, selectively erased. Oopsies. You know what they say, work harder, not smarter, or something like that. A. Yeah. And now we can just define this. Yeah, that's better. Hmm. You know, it's funny. Right now is just about the end of May, and that month has a little bit of significance. There's this thing called Maternity that, if you're watching me, I'm sure you already know about. And it's pretty much just like, I guess like a trend to just draw pregnant people for May. It's fun. I like it. But, the problem with it is I always bite off more than I can chew, and I end up with a gigantic pile of stuff that I may or may not end up doing, and I really need to stop that. Which is really funny because I'm doing pretty okay with staying on top of my work at the moment, but maternity always gets me in the end. There we go. And, we'll just... Now we've got the sketch all done. I'm gonna do the line art. Hmm. I hope I don't look weird just constantly like looking down, but my tablet's down there. That's okay, we're just gonna chill. Let's reduce the thickness a little. There we go. You did make it. Hello. Yeah, I've just got like a stream playlist for just when I'm chilling. I need to do more frequent art streams, honestly. I know it's what most people follow me for anyways. Hmm. Wait, what? There's a new Hamburger? Hamburglar? I need to look this up. 1 second. Let's see this. It's just a guy. It's just a guy. Like like it's literally just a guy. Oh my gosh. Everything I see about it is just that he's hot. What the fuck? Oh, I don't like this. Is there lore? Is there like a reason? Is this supposed to be like the OG Hamburglar? Has he like grown up or something? Or what's going on with that? Oh my goodness, this is so weird. I don't know how to feel about that. Yes, Hamburglar discourse. I see, I see. So it is the same Hamburglar. Well, that's intriguing. Um, I don't know what to think of this. Angsty brooding Hamburglar for an angsty and brooding age. That if they're gonna do this, at least release that final episode of the Klasky Supo McDonald's show. Because I had all of those VHS tapes as a kid, and I was so mad when I found out they never released the last one. I think I was probably the only person that liked those cartoons. But anyways, hi Don Karaoke. Also, just as I usually say, sorry for spinning my screen a lot. Uh, that's just how I draw. I used to be flightly and fun, then Ronald sent me to jail for a cheeseburger. Haven't been able to get a job since the love of my life left me for a group. That's not real. You made that up. You made that up. So he's like the prison system is corrupt and breaks people's story. That's what they went with. It does, but th that that that's not real. That's not real. You made that up. Please tell me you made that up. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to think about this. What? What? Oh my gosh. You had me going for a second. Oh my... This is crazy. See, it's like, I believed it for a moment, but that would require them to be antagonizing Ronald, and, though they don't really use Ronald anymore, to my understanding. But, like, it still would have been McDonald's is the bad guy, and I can't imagine a corporation doing that. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I fell for that. I need a drink. Not of alcohol, of tea. Yes, I can tell you play D&D. Yeah, that's true. But also, there was like this whole thing in like the mid 2000s or the 2010s, somewhere around whenever Jamie Oliver's Food Revolution came out. Uh like McDonald's started getting a lot of heat, and people were like, hey, we can't allow kids to be influenced by fast food and stuff. So like Disney was working with McDonald's, and they like cut them off, and they like stopped using Ronald in ads and stuff. I think they still use him every now and then. Like they never formally got rid of him. It's like they just wanted to get rid of the imagery, I guess. Like that was when they introduced Happy. That thing. You know the thing, right? Like the Happy Meal box. And he's like, and he's got arms and shit. And like terrifying eyes. I hated this thing. I'm pretty sure everyone hated it. Yeah, the talking kids meal box. This guy. Kill it. Can I say kill it on YouTube? Meal golem. But yeah, I guess Ronald McDonald did get canceled. And it's weird because, like, I'm pretty sure I've seen them use him every now and then. But, like, ever since that, they've avoided it, you know? I guess it's bad PR to have a grown-ass man luring children to your restaurant away from his parents. Hi, baby, we're talking about McDonald's. Actually, though, now that you mention it, Happy sort of does give the same energy as the repo guy. We were not talking about werewolves. You will not forcibly inject that into my lore. Oops, I see you used the wrong account. I will... There we go. But, yes, what was I doing? Oh, I was drawing. Right. So can we talk about how friend slop is actually real? Does anyone remember that tweet from, like, right before everyone stopped using Twitter? Uh, it was, like, some person just making fun of, Lethal Company and calling it friend slop. And then everyone was like, wow, so we're canceling having friends now? And then it turned out that every few months, someone just re-released Lethal Company. And, like, friend slop is real. I was watching Markiplier play, like, some, game where he sells, can I say drugs on YouTube? Drugs. Markiplier was selling drugs. And, like, it was just friend slop. The game was, like, empty. Nothing is happening. It's just a game made for a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer and a few of their friends to all play together. And it's fun when they do that, but, like, there's nothing else to it. I mean, Lethal Company is just, like... It's dead now. People moved on to the next game that's just Lethal Company. Twice! There's a new one. I heard there's, like, a... Yeah, actually, I heard that 3D Among Us is a thing as well. Yeah, Schedule 1! And, now that you think about it, yeah, Among Us was another... It was, like, the friend slop archetype. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know, I just think it's really interesting. I never expected friend slop to actually exist, yet here we are. Anyways, Markiplier will never see my videos, but in case he does, I love you, Markiplier. I know, right? It's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Let me guess, Markiplier is one of the werewolves, right? Oh gosh, this is some music from Multiverses. Multiverses dies in 2 days. That's so sad. Oh. At this point, I don't trust you at all, Mitsu. You're just making shit up on the spot. Wait, are you implying that you'll become Markiplier in a month? Like, you're physically going to transform into Markiplier, like that transformation porn from DeviantArt? Like where people like turn into like a bed or something, except you're gonna be like, whoa, I feel funny, and then like you'll like get like the hair, and then like your shirt will turn into an M, and the final picture you'll just be like, hello everybody. Oh. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Do you think someone has actually made TF porn of them turning into Markiplier? That would be like, yo, Wilford Warfstash, you an OG. But, that would be so crazy, I think. Yeah, that has to exist. I'm not gonna look it up, because I don't want that in my search history. But, like, that totally has to exist, and it would be so funny. Just imagine someone sitting down thinking, God, I wish I was Markiplier, and then getting a boner. Oh gosh. Oh, I need to refocus myself. Uh We're all good. We're good. We're not thinking about Markiplier anymore. Well, like the OnlyFans? Wait, does Markiplier still have the OnlyFans? I thought that was like a one-time thing. Okay, that's definitely a word I can't say on YouTube, I think. Where's like the list of things I can say and can't say? He made a calendar. That's crazy. Honestly, good for him. As y'all know, I'm not into that stuff, and by that stuff I mean men. But even I'll admit Markiplier's hot. Like, weirdly hot. A YouTuber shouldn't be that attractive. There's like, you know what? There's like two YouTubers that are these dudes that shouldn't look the way that they do, and it weirds me out whenever I think about it too much. Markiplier, who should look like like Asmongold, let's be real with ourselves. Except I would never wish that on anyone. And then, I Did a Thing. Do any of y'all know I Did a Thing? Because it's like he's this weird, like, crackpot engineer dude that's always barefoot and committing, like, crimes and shit. Like he tried to break into a military base owned by the US government. And, like, he's ripped. He's super strong and he's got, like, abs and shit. And I'm like, what? It's so strange. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he had Chica fighting a Swift. Oh my gosh. That's adorable though. Wait, babe. Why do you know about Markiplier's calendar? Do you own Markiplier's naughty calendar? That wouldn't even be something I'd be upset at you for. Honestly, that'd be peak. It's okay. As your wife, I will say with confidence, it's okay to think Markiplier's hot. My horn is blending with my video, like my video background. Let me scooch over a smidge. Okay, there we go. That's on me for making my whole aesthetic hot pink and black, honestly. Anyways, I have another question for my beautiful husband. Why don't you own Markiplier's calendar? That seems like a moral failing. That's right, you're speechless. Because you failed him. You failed Markiplier. Oh my gosh. Also, I just need to say, this song that's playing is like a rap in German from the Street Fighter 6 soundtrack. And it goes pretty hard, but just I lose it every time that I hear the guy switch to English and go, their motto is lose, lose. My motto is win, win. Like, the most fire lyrics to ever be put to paper. Because you see, their motto is lose, lose. Because they lose, they're losers. But his motto, Ed's motto is win, win. Because he's a winner and he wins things. My titties go out of control when I nod. It's a cool song though. It's just that's really funny. Oh my gosh. Good, because Gurren Lagann is peak. Hello! We were just talking about Markiplier and rapping, but not Markiplier rapping. I don't know if he does that. It'd be cool if he did. Maybe he should. That's amazing. I love that. Gurren Lagann is my favorite anime. Like, I'm sure that that's like a pretty basic answer for a lot of people, but like, there's just something special about it, you know? Talk about the indomitable human spirit, am I right? You know what? That's a good way to put it, babe. I refuse to believe that Green Lantern could stand up to Gurren Lagann in any capacity. But at the end of the day, power scaling is sort of bullshit because the real person that determines the fight's winner is the writer. If the writer decides that Green Lantern can defeat something that can guaranteed defeat you in all possible realities by altering space-time to make sure it can always defeat you, then it will. Hmm. I mean, that's pretty fascinating. I don't have anything against Death Battle. Like, I think Death Battle's cool, and it's neat to, like, look at characters and be like, this is all of their most impressive feats. However, I sometimes it feels like they're like, and you see, Mr. Explody, what in this one comic, he punched a rock in it and it exploded. And that means that he has the ability to crush rock with kinetic force. And then they'll determine everything based on that, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure. That is funny. Oh, wait. Is Death Battle dead? I just remembered that they were Rooster Teeth. Are they okay? Oh, wow. Good for them. I'm honestly really glad to hear that. If you couldn't tell by like the last video or the last stream that I did depicting David Zaslav as horrifying walls of flesh encompassing Bugs Bunny, I don't think very highly of Warner Brothers. See, like that. That's just like that's just silly. Death Battle is so pedantic and nitpicky, but that is part of its charm, you know? Like, you're going into that with that kind of expectation. Death Battle caters to those kinds of people. The ones that are like, no, you don't understand. Goku is like a god because he can like teleport, and one time he like came back to life, so he's Jesus. And, like, good for them. I'm glad that they can find joy in arguing about which action figure beats the other action figure. Yeah. You know, I am a huge fan of RWBY. I got into RWBY, like, a few months after Monty died, if that. Like, I think there was like just a few episodes of season 2 left, or like season 2 of RWBY had it was like either almost over or had just ended and they were waiting for volume 3, because I remember watching volume 3 as it came out. That was crazy. Because like I had watched Dead Fantasy. I thought it was cool and I was like, whoa. Look, it's Tifa. She's fighting a person that I have no idea who it is, but she's so cool. And because I don't know Dead or Alive. But yeah, it's a real shame. Haloid. I wasn't a Halo girly, so I never watched Haloid. But that was so neat. But yeah, honestly, a lot of people shit talk RWBY and say that it got really bad after Monty's death, and I couldn't disagree more. Like, RWBY wouldn't exist without Monty, but that doesn't mean that everything is owed to him, you know? Does that make sense? And they really tried so hard to make it their own, and I just really hope we get a season 10. Oh no, I believe that. I've heard about Haloid. They've been like super quiet.
Hopful
Oh my
donated
gosh, thank you.
$100 and said hope it helps.
Oh my god. There's like a percentage of the goal now. That's like, oh my god. Don't jump scare me like that. Thank you so much. But oh god. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Thank you. Yeah. That was out of nowhere. Wow. You can't jump scare me like that. You can't jump scare me like that. I am just sitting here drawing, and all of a sudden you want to be nice to me? Who do you think you are? I, wow. Thank you. I'm gonna stop just stammering and I'm going to work, but wow. Thank you. That actually means a lot. Saving money is fucking hard. Have you seen this economy? How am I supposed to save up money for a move? I guess being a YouTuber. Thank you. Oh my gosh, babe, I love you. Oh yeah, I heard that Springtrap's like officially been added to what is it, Dead by Daylight? Congrats to everyone that knows what that means. Okay, one more time. I can't just like move on from that. I'm not some professional streamer. I'm not gonna just be like, oh yeah, thanks for the million bits, whatever. Like oh my gosh, thank you. I'm good now. Uh actually, I'm gonna grab a soda, cause I'm getting a little warm in my corner. Maybe from being flustered by that. Give me 5 seconds. One moment. Is the music still working? Yeah, okay, it is. That was so loud. Okay. No. No werewolves. I feel like I need to, like, do something to say thank you or that, though. It took everything to not say Hawk to, which I guess I said by saying that. I'm sorry. Like, shoot me a message on Discord or something, okay? I'll do you like a little doodle or something. Like, oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting anyone to do that. I was expecting to, like, nickel and dime this shit. You can't do that. That's too nice. That's... Oh my gosh, you're really nice. Okay, I will have a fun and nice stream. Thank you. And I will make this extra nice. I think I'm done freaking out now. I'm going to have a sip of my soda. Yeah, I get that. I'm sort of the same way, you know? Like, people ask what I want for, like, my birthday or something, and I'm just like, I appreciate your company, and it's wonderful to have friends and family. And then they just look at me and they're like... And then, you know what it is? When people want to get me gifts, I usually just end up with a pile of candy because I tell them to just get me candy. Oh, yes. Yes, FNAF. That's what we're talking about. Right. Yes, Visa cards are good, but you can't eat those. You can eat a Mr. Goodbar or Lifesavers. But yeah, it is William Afton like in the game? In the game? Or like is it just like a demo or something? What is Dead by Daylight? Is it like a hero shooter? Is it like horror Overwatch? I don't know what it means that he's a killer. But that's cool. I'm glad that, like, he's out. Adult tag. I assume being it is getting stabbed then. That's fun. Would I enjoy it? I probably wouldn't enjoy it because I scare easily. You know, Don Karaoke said during one of my my Hitman streams that I need to get back to. And I quote, "I have never in my life seen someone as scared of video games as you, Clara." I mean, he's not wrong. You know what? I have a pretty good feeling that Alex is going to play this game. 4 survivors versus 1 killer. Survivors need to repair generators to escape, while the killer needs to down the survivors and sacrifice them to an unknowable eldritch god. Cool. Remember the Friday the 13th game? It's a lot like that. A bunch of survivors trying to escape from area while big scary killer chases them. I still have Genshin music in my playlist. This isn't in my playlist. What's going on here? Yeah. That wasn't in my playlist. Why was that playing? Oh wait, it was in my playlist. I guess I'm just silly. You two can be the basic cheerleader that trips over nothing and go, "Oh no, don't thrust into me with your big scarf." So oh, that's crazy. Now, my question is, it sounds like this is a game where everyone wants to play the killer and no one wants to play as the survivors. Like, all the clips I saw were just people playing as Springtrap. Shut up. But yeah, like, do the survivors do stuff? Or, like, are they sort of just generic people? Interesting. I admit, I would not have expected that. I assumed it would be like queuing into a game of Marvel Rivals, where, like, you have to get down on your hands and knees and beg for a second healer to show up. Juke move. Interesting. If I'm a survivor, I'm circling the table just out of reach and cackling as we rotate because game mechanics won't let them climb over. Oh my gosh. So that's how it is. I understand now. Beautiful. Oh gosh. This game, the more y'all describe it, is turning from scary sounding to very funny. Oh, okay. So survivors are pretty much generic, and it's all about the skills you equip. Oh my gosh. Mm. The artist or the huntress? Okay. I'll look them up real quick. Ooh. Oh, this artist character has a really cool hand. Oh, I love that. Huntress. Oh my gosh, bunny. Fun. Hmm. Oh my gosh, the unknown. Oh wait, I think I've heard of that one before. Uh, I heard some very unfortunate things about that character. And I'm sure the situation is a lot more complicated than like Twitter would say. But like yeah, as in someone died, unfortunate. But not to make things heavy, I just hope that the devs were good in response to that. Yeah. Sorry to be a downer on that. Gosh, I just connected the dots and I'm like, oh, this is that game. Anyways, I'm almost done with the lines for this. You know, I have half a mind to finally do that thing I've said I want to do for ages. Well, okay, that's good to hear. I'm glad that they're, good devs and not fucked ones. But yeah, I'm not good at drawing feet. Don't tell my clients. I don't know how to draw shoes and feet or, like, this whole area. What the fuck is this? Like, and I never really put the effort in. So, I've always wanted to do a stream where I just draw shoes and feet. Don't laugh. It's not like that. But like, wouldn't it be cool if I just took a stream and like I just like did uh if I just did like nice detailed drawings of like sneakers and like not just like just the shoes by themselves, but like flexing and posed and stuff so I could try to figure stuff out. Try to actually get good at drawing feet. I feel like that would be a really beneficial and interesting stream. I could have people like send me some fucked up and weird shoes to draw maybe. And most importantly, it would benefit me as an artist. So I think I'm gonna do that. Sometime. No, not werewolf babies. I mean, hot take maybe? I don't really have a problem with foot people. I don't think it's that weird. There is like a subgenre of foot people that are very how do I put it, like bold? A little too bold, you know what I mean? Like the, oh hey, you look pretty, I bet your feet are nice. You know? But like, I don't know, like, fair enough. I don't really get the feet stuff, but like if people are into it, cool. Hey, listen, I don't I don't think that would happen. Plus, it's for my education. I never went to college for art. I have to do stuff like this. I have to, like, turn my education into content or else I'll never get it. I feel like it would be purely to my benefit, really. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Really, it's like it's one of those kinks where it's like it doesn't hurt people. It's a naturally occurring thing. Feet are a very normal part of being a human. I don't take issue with it, and like it's not like I don't know, it's not like one of those kinks where people get hurt, you know? Or it involves people against their will. Involving people against their will has to be like a proactive choice for stuff like that with feet. Honestly, Vor's fine with me too. Like, I know I'm just like, well, like, it's like, no one gets hurt or whatever. It's like, the thing is with Vor is that it's not real. It's so comically not real that, like, I, why should I care? You know? Like, I'm not saying, that, people that hate Vor should, like, chill out or something. Like, if you hate it, you hate it, and there's nothing wrong with that, just like any other kink. But, like, I, I don't know, I don't take issue with Vor. Hell, my wife likes Vor. She's made that clear before. I've drawn it a few times. It's not my thing, but, like, I don't... Yes, it's very weird. It's hilariously weird. Butt stuff is just Vor from the other side. I I don't think I'm horny enough to understand. But I like the energy. But anyways, yes, as usual, the lesson is just be a freak, just don't hurt people. Being freaky is fun. I mean, I only have like 100 and what, like 180 subscribers. If they can clip it if they want. It's what's it gonna do? Plus, I've seen bigger VTubers say way worse. Honestly, my one thing is, if they clip it, they should send me the clip. Oh, 181! Awesome! That does remind me. Uh, I said when I started this channel that if I get to 100 subs, I would make like a video about that's just me ranting about Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And like I I gotta be honest, I'm scared. I don't know how to make that video. Like, there's so much that I could talk about. And I still want to. Like, I really, really want to make that video. And I keep sitting down and thinking about it and being like, how's this gonna work? So all I'm gonna say is I'm still gonna do it. It might be for 200 subs at this point, not because I'm waiting, but because I don't know what to do yet. But I want to make like a good video, you know? Like, oh, I haven't read it, but I have watched all of it. I think that there's like a Kana spin-off that came out or is gonna come out. I didn't watch that. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Like, pretty much like the general thesis I'm gonna try to go for is the fact that like I think, ow, I bit my tongue. How did I do that? Anyways, the general thesis of the video and like my thoughts on Dragon Maid is that I think it is a disgusting piece of trash, and I also adore it. And I cannot divorce the fact that I think it's a disgusting piece of trash from the fact that I also adore it. It is one of the most adorable, wholesome, lovely shows I've ever watched, and also one of the most just gross and icky and pervy. And it's like, I feel dirty for watching some parts of it, and other parts I'm just like, oh, that's so sweet. And it's like, it's just this insane dichotomy. And personally, I feel like it's an incredible work of art because of that. It's it's not just a good or an okay show, and it's not just like a bad or trashy show. Oh, I mean, like, there's a character in that show that just overtly likes kids. It's like a running joke. In fact, it's very clear that the author himself doesn't think it's a joke. It's got like this very trashy energy too. Like there's these characters that have like individual boobs like bigger than their head. Then there's like this character called Ilulu, and like she's like so weird. She's written to be like a teenager, but she's also written to be like a child, but she's also written to be an adult all at the same time. And truth be told, I don't think she's a bad character, but she's just so uncomfortably written. Oh, yes, I know. Everyone's like, oh, have you seen the rest of this guy's stuff? Yes, I know. I know this guy is a freak. It doesn't divorce the fact that this man created an excellent Yuri series. I'm convinced just by accident. The genuinely sweet romance between Kobayashi and Toru, I refuse to believe that that was genuine writing. It was just a happy accident amidst all this man's fetishes. But anyways, yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on this series, and it's like, it's really good, but it's also really not. And at the end of the day, it's sort of just mid, but it's like, it's good. Also, like, everyone always says it's just a Japan thing. And, like, on one hand, yes, Japan has a very unhealthy culture, where a lot of heinous shit is just normalized. But there's also a lot of people from Japan that can create works that are very normal and very not like that, you know? I don't know. It's just after all these years, I keep coming back to Dragon Maid. I can't like stop thinking about it, right? It's like I want to hate it and I also want to love it. And I can't do either without the other. And that strange conflict, I don't know. It's like I've never really experienced that from another series. At least one I cared about, you know? Like I just think Dragon Maid's fascinating. It's even worse in the manga form, though. I've seen some shit from the manga, but like I'm mostly talking the anime, because like the anime is like pretty well done, and it's like a good, nice, digestible, well presented format. Oh, I don't care. I'll just ignore them or delete their comments. Like, ugh, I'll put it this way. I ran into a guy that owned an anime shop like last year who was genuinely still complaining about Lukua having that line in the English dub about like her calling the patriarchy pesky or something. And it's just like that poor voice actress. Like the high level jester switches jobs to Sage. I mean, I don't know. Does that have Yuri? Because, like, I would not have made it through Dragon Maid without the Yuri. But yeah, like, I don't know. Dragon Maid is like this weird cultural symbol to like weird, like the anti-woke people. You know what I mean? Where they're like, look what they took from us. Oh, good, lesbians are always welcome. But I don't even think it was that bad of a line. I thought it was fine. I thought it was just like this random whatever line, but it like ruined this lady's career, and like she wouldn't make any public appearances as the character for the or representing the character anymore and stuff, and it's just like, oh my god. I just think that is so fascinating. And then you've got those people that are like, this is what real freedom is like, and they show just like their collection of like kana porn or something. It's just so weird that this series can like attract such a wide variety of people that all hate each other. But see, it's like, you got me started on Dragon Maid. We're gonna be talking about it for the next hour if you let me. And this is why I need to make the video, just for myself. Oh, I will. It's just time, figuring out how to do it well, stuff like that. I don't have an issue with giant boobs. Look at me. I love huge boobs. My issue is with the fact that the character with the biggest boobs in the series hangs out with kindergartners and is portrayed as being equivalent to them, yet also being equivalent to an adult and a teenager. It's so bizarre. Oh my gosh. Hey, women can have Dakimakuras too. I have one of Rosaria from Genshin Impact. She is very pretty, and I like it. So there. Oh gosh. What's mine? I need to fucking finish this drawing. I got so distracted with Dragon Maid.
Winky face.
Donkareo Keaton donated $5 and said, hey, buy yourself something nice. This was supposed to be a bit. I wanted to tip like 5 cents, but it won't let me.
Oh my gosh, you didn't have to donate anyways. Whoa, you've got a good point, Alex. But also, thank you, Dog Karaoke. I could, like, refund you if you want. Yeah, I have heard that. Also, like, my understanding is that, like, culturally, like, 16 is the age where people are perceived to be adults, so it's like, being, like, a teenager has, like, a little bit more significance, because, like, you hear about stuff like, teenagers having, like, their own apartments and stuff, but, like, I don't know the details of that. Okay, I will keep your $5, but only because you told me. Thank you for your $5. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like, that's fair. Dockies are nice, though. I know that they're very cringe, but I will say that they're super comfy. But yeah, I think that Ilu in particular is interesting because, like, honestly, she might have been one of my favorite characters if not for the uncomfortable implications of whatever she's got going on. I think she's very interesting and genuinely really cute. I need to look at my pants real quick. Yep, okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into Dragon Maid again. Now, you understand now. My thoughts on this series are very complex, conflicting, and passionate. So, yeah, I will make that video one day. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the type of person that's like, problematic media has no value. I feel like there's value to be had in even the shittiest of stuff, if you can get something of value from it. Except Harry Potter, am I right? No, but like all jokes aside, like just because a piece of media says or does something that's morally wrong or questionable doesn't mean that there's nothing to be learned from it. Sometimes because of the things it does wrong, and other times in spite of it. But, like, there's just something about Dragon Maid where it's like, maybe it's the tone and, like, the conflict of the vibes scene to scene. Or, like, maybe it's just something about the presentation. I don't know. But, like, the contrast between its good and bad is so polarizing to me. And it just makes me think. You know, you got a point there. Uh, I don't know if it, like, is the reason for the resurgence, but it's certainly the most prolific. That and the Hunger Games. I want to say the Hunger Games is more influential in that regard than Harry Potter. But even so, I don't think the Hunger Games would have existed without Harry Potter. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, bad and problematic media, does have its ups and downs, but the most important thing to consider is, like, you know, something like Harry Potter, the person behind it, actively uses that piece of, uh, that piece of writing to do harm, you know? And that's something to be considered. Uh, so it's like, it's complicated in that sense. But, like, you could just pirate it if you need to read that shit that bad, you know? Internet Archive's right there. Get on the waiting list. Hufflepuff is so funny because like they did nothing at all, and they're just like the nicest people ever. Disclaimer: I read all 7 Harry Potter books when I was a kid. I watched the movies. I mean, who didn't? They were really big back then. Like some people didn't, but like yeah, that sounds right. I feel like I've heard that before as well. What was that? I think a piece of dust just floated down from my lamp. Anyways, yeah, so like there is value in that. Of course, that value has, in a sense, run its course since young adults is. I want to say it's dead again, but then again, I'm not a young adult, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, uh, that's exactly what I mean. Like, I feel like almost every young adult story of the time, with maybe the exception of Percy Jackson, which is very Harry Pottery, like everything else is just Hunger Games. Like Divergent is the big one everyone talks about. Maze Runner. Do we remember the Maze Runner? So yeah, there's value in Harry Potter in that. The person that wrote Harry Potter is a little bitch and apparently a closeted trans guy, but we're not gonna unpack that. I read the interview. Also, I'm gonna scoot myself over a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's a good point. It'll be interesting to see what happens with like young adult stuff. Like I know that they're trying to bring Harry Potter back. Like what's the company that's doing the new Harry Potter series? Is it Netflix? I don't know who's doing it. I don't think it's gonna be that big. Like it'll do numbers because it's Harry Potter, but it's not Harry Potter, you know? Like the people who are the reason why the original Harry Potter movies were so big, 99% of them have sworn off ever working with J.K. Rowling again. So like HBO Max, okay. Yeah, that's true. And I think that honestly Harry Potter was one of the best things to happen to libraries in that time because, like, I spent a lot of time at the library as a kid. Yes, I know, the nerd. Where did you trade at the library? Nerd emoji. But, like, I like libraries. And I saw so many signs that were just like Harry Potter official or like rip-off signs, like read a book, explore a magical world. And it's like, you know what? If it got kids to read better shit, good. Yeah, there were way too many Hunger Games copycats, but that is what it is. I'd rather Hunger Games copycats than Harry Potter copycats. I need to finish these fucking stripes. Yeah, that's so true. Oh my gosh. See, it's like I'm drawing my pants, so like it's got to be like this. Though thinking about it, I could probably do that without the outline, but it wouldn't read as well. Whatever. So yeah, like that's peak though. Oh, I'm a little too high. I'm blocking the comment section. There we go. Honestly, the Disney safe era is very recent. Like we got Turning Red, Soul, we got some amazing shit, and Kanto. Disney was putting out some amazing movies very, very recently. The reason for the switch is very much that they're betting on a more conservative climate. But let's not get into that. The world's shit and we all know it anyways. But yeah. That's true, I could put it on another layer. However, I don't have a comment for that. Just yeah. Mm. One other good thing that came out of Harry Potter, though, when people realized that J.K. Rowling was a trash human being, that resulted in so many interesting and very mature conversations. A lot of people ignored those conversations, but like I don't know. I feel as though granted I wasn't ever like the biggest Harry Potter fan. I just read the books and that was it. But like as someone that read the books and then like sat back and realized, all those moments that have me pause and go, hey, that doesn't feel right. Yeah, I shouldn't have uh just dismissed that. This is bad. That was a good lesson for me as a person. And a lot of people only got that kind of lesson because of Harry Potter. However, a lot of really stupid death of the author videos got made because of it. And I don't know if y'all know this, but that's not how Death of the Author works. Death of the Author isn't I'm going to ignore that the author exists and the problems with the author. It's it's like how do I put this? Death of the author is acknowledgement that a piece of literature can have meaning outside of the author's intent. Death of the author is saying that Harry Potter is about a trans allegory and that Harry is in fact very allegorical to a young closeted trans woman fighting against the forces that wish to put her down, literally having to live in the closet. But people just made Death of the Author means that it's okay for me to like Harry Potter. And that's not how it is. Yeah, I remember uh the the house elf scene with Hermione and the picketing. And I was like, did no one else read that? Why that's in the book? It was crazy. I look so fucking funny when I take a sip of my soda. Oh no, not the sock thing. So there's another house elf. Oh gosh, I forget her name. Uh, she's only in the books, not in the movies. And how do I put this? She ends up being freed from her house elf. Can I say the S word? Uh, slaver. Her contract, her indentured servitude. She was freed from it. And she becomes depressed and drunk and hates herself and is shunned from society. Uh, and the moral of the story is that we shouldn't free slaves because they will simply turn to drink and become useless and stop contributing. Hermione starts protesting because she finds out that Hogwarts employs house elves. Uh, big air, big air quotes around employs. And the house elves tell her to stop because they're like, we don't want to end up like Winky. Dobby is a freak. We don't know why he likes being free. Please allow us to be slaves. We are literally happier like this. I read that as a kid and I was like, what the fuck? I know, right? It's like, just, I see what you did there, Rowling. I don't like it in the slightest, but I see what you did. So, yeah. That's the whole thing. I will say, though, uh, it is really popular to just shit pretty much blindly on Harry Potter these days. And I gotta say, it is totally justified. Keep doing it. Oh gosh. Yeah, exactly, Dawn. Like, I'm trying to make more detailed belly buttons in my art, so I'm glad you like it. But yeah, like, she chose to draw connections to and quote unquote validate actual anti-slavery rhetoric from America, like circa Civil War. She chose that, and she chose to make it correct. Like, don't do that. We gotta get it off of this topic, because like I cannot fucking handle the fact that I'm drawing myself with a big old pregnant belly while we talk about house elf slavery. If I had monetization on this channel, this video sure as hell wouldn't. But anyways, yeah, the moral of the story, death of the author doesn't work like that. Oh, I was huge on Percy Jackson, and I have something funny to say about that. Hashtag spoilers for Percy Jackson. I got all the way into like I forget what it was called, like the sequel series about Rome. And so my favorite character was Nico. And like Nico's whole deal was that like he was the son of Hades and he was like super edgy and dark and like he really looked up to Percy, but like no one wanted to be around him because of, you know, his ability to raise the dead and all that jazz. And so in one of the later books, it was revealed that Nico was in fact gay. A gay? I didn't mean to say it like yeah, Nico was gay. So, uh I I rage quit the books over that cuz I was like that was the character that I like low key projected onto cuz I was a very angsty little child. Um and I was like, no, he can't be gay because then I'm gay. Turns out that I was gay. Different kind of gay, but you know. So, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, people are gonna look back on this stream. They're gonna look at the chat and go, why the fuck is this Mitsu person talking about werewolves? And no one is gonna know. And they're never gonna know. But anyways, yeah. Uh, y'all know that one scene from Madoka where like Madoka's friend freaks out and starts shouting girls can't kiss girls? Uh that was pretty much me as a kid. Like aggressively homophobic slash transphobic, but not because like I hated those people, but because I was like I wasn't really willing to acknowledge my own queerness. Half because I was raised in a really shitty family where acknowledging it would have caused me physical harm, as it did. But that's a story for another day. Uh, but like, yeah. It results in some really funny retrospective stories. Anyways, uh, Nico is a good boy. I loved him. He was good.
Take a look inside your heart. When what seemed fair today, tomorrow it's not.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. I'm super ashamed of how shitty I used to be as a person. I pretty much got evicted from an entire fandom because of it. Uh, but like, I'm glad that I was. Not glad that I was shitty, like, glad that, like, people called me out on it. And I was able to, you know, meet people that accepted me for who and what I am. And, eventually I got gay married and am having gay babies. Well, maybe they're gay, maybe not. Or, well, I guess the lore-wise only one. For now. But yes, life is weird. There we go. Finally, I actually just sat down and finished the lines. That looks good. Yeah. Document. Wait, what? I was like, yes, autonomy. That's correct. Documakura. Oh, like you're hitting them with. Oh, I understand. Yes, hit them with it. They will learn. And if they don't learn, they will perish. Yeah, okay, so like the thing about ancient Greece is that yes, it was very gay, but not necessarily in a way that we should celebrate. um Gay like Catholicism. You know what I mean? But yeah. Moving on from that. It's really funny actually though. I haven't really been talking much about politics in like my communities or like on social media recently. Not cuz like I'm one of those like cringe centrists or closeted conservatives trying to just hide and be like, I don't want them to find my politics out. No, just because I'm like really fucking tired. uh, but yeah, it's just really funny how much shit we're talking about this stream. Oh yeah. You're so right. But yeah, I don't know. Part of me feels bad that I don't really talk about politics anymore. But it's really difficult to, because it feels like most of like modern politics is just doom and gloom, and it's like it's hard enough to just keep myself alive. Uh like feels like every day I'll like look at the recent news and find out some new reason why my life is suddenly a million times harder. I married Alex preemptively uh to avoid the chance of us not being able to get married under the new president. You know? That's like it was one of the happiest days of my life, but it's so fucked up that it had to happen like that. I'll leave the socio-political activism to the people that are more capable of it, I guess. At this point, I sort of just want to not die. Like, it's really tiring. Can I just say, like, it's tiring to not be able to, like, acknowledge, like, who and what I am without fear that, like, doing so will result in me getting beat up on the street. Like, y'all seen the shit they've been doing to the girlies recently? It's terrifying. Ugh. So yeah, I guess I'm just really burnt out. Yeah. And I feel guilty about that sometimes because I was very politically active before. Not just like online, like I was one of those people that was like talking to people I knew like locally about stuff like this all the time. And it's like, I don't want to say that, like, I think it's pointless to do that anymore. It's just... I spent, like, the past few years telling all you motherfuckers about this man, and, like, no one listened. And the other people did listen and just said that it didn't matter and just either didn't vote or voted for, like, Mr. Potato Head. And I'm just like, I just want to reach out and just grab them and... Ugh. And those same people are sitting here being like, I can't believe this is happening. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Would have been nice if there was some way we could have stopped that. So I'm just vibing. I'm trying to get through this shit. My political opinions are all the same, trust me. Oh, what's it called? Expedition 33? I've heard it's very good. And that if, people liked the Mario RPGs, that... Oh, that they would like that. Which is interesting. I guess it's got a similar combat system. So that's fun. We're gonna put the horns and stuff on a separate layer so that I don't have to, like, draw them a second time. There we go. Okay, I think that's the line art done. Oh wait, glasses, right. That'll be easy. Here's some fun shit. Vector layers. now we can just do this. And we'll set that to white for now. And just like that, easy glasses. Ooh. Oh no, the writer uses Reddit? That's terrifying. Oh, cool. So what we'll do is just put the glasses stuff in its own layer. There we go. And just like that, we got lines. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play that game or if like my brother's gonna play it or what, but someone is gonna play that game, and I'm very interested to see what it's all about. But anyways, now we'll do the flats. So what we can do is that looks good. I'm glad y'all think I'm cute. I would love to try Scooby snacks though. Like, what do those taste like? They gotta be amazing, right? Like, they gotta be. So anyways, false palette time. Okay, this song is niche as hell. Does anyone know what this song is? Oh, it's sort of an art ref and sort of just a drawing of me. I'm updating my commission terms of service sheet after 3 years. So, I need like references of like what the various styles of commissions I do will look like. And so I'm going to use this as a drawing to reference like, okay, you could get like a sketch, and if you want a sketch, it'll look like this. If you want line art, it'll look like this. If you want it to be flat colors, it'll look like this. So that's the general idea. But go ahead, tell me what song this is. Does anyone know what this song's from? I'll give everyone a few more moments just because I know there's like no fucking wait, it's someone. Oh my. That's crazy. You the real deal. Yes, this song is from Lanuba, a Cirque du Soleil circus that was the local branch actually back when I lived in Florida. They had a permanent setup at well, it used to be called Downtown Disney, but then they called it Disney Springs. This gigantic white tent, and they did a show every day. And the craziest thing about it is that their sad clown never missed a show all the way up until it like closed. I can't believe someone actually knew what this was. That's impressive. Oops, we got a little bit of a error here. There we go. You know, one problem of it getting closer to summer is my little PC corner is a lot warmer than it was a few months ago. Maybe I need to like get a fan or something over here. I'm the Joker, baby. Oh my gosh. I'm like the Joker if he was blue and had giant titties. Wait. Oh no. That's cursed. This is so cursed! Oh my gosh! Now I'm the Joker. Oh, I'm gonna stop that. That looks horrible. Joke's on you, I drew blueberry ones. Clip whatever you want. Is it racist if I made myself white? Is turning myself into the Joker racist? I think the easiest way to do this would be make a second layer. And then what we're gonna do is... yeah. Okay, this is working. There have been black Jokers? That's sick. They should make me the Joker for real. Fascinating. I think it's actually pretty cool that there's a black Joker. Or multiple black Jokers, even. That's cool as hell. I am smart! That actually went really well. Oh my gosh. What color are my slippers? I forget. Okay. Oh, they got the little bows! How could I forget my little bows? Oh, I'm up too high. There we go. Wait, I have the bows on there, which means I have to add them to, like, every version. Shit. Proof that I'm not into feet. I forgot what was on my own feet. Alright, there we go. Oh gosh, what color were the bows? White, okay. Heartbreaking. Girl trying to be cute, drinks tons of soda on stream and is scared of burping. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Well, good night. And thank you again. There's the flat's done, so all that's left is to do the rendering. I'm gonna try to do this quickly. Oh no, my pencil's dying. Wait, I need to do this on separate layers. Yeah. So what we'll do is... There we go. Now everything is on its own separated layer. Bye! I'm honestly getting a bit tired myself, but I want to try and see if I can finish this before the stream, or before I call the stream. So the gist is to just map out the general idea of the shadows. now that I've got a rough draft of my color layout, I'm just gonna start like using this textured blender to smudge things together. I need to change this color. Whoops. And now, you can sort of see that things are vaguely coming together. It already looks like a lot more painterly. We're just gonna do that for the rest of this. That's looking nice. Aw, thanks. It's just I have something a little bit more refined than this in mind. So we're still in the rough stages. Like, I could call it here. However, this is pretty straightforward rendering. Yes, I love this song so much. I'm just gonna keep polishing up certain areas. That was a little too pink, I think. Yeah, we're gonna just... There we go. I have a very particular skin tone, so it's a little difficult to get it precisely. It actually used to be a lot darker, but I got like way paler as I got older. Let's take the glasses layer off for now. Sorry if I get a little quiet during this part. A lot of thinking. So far, so good. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I have this really particular skin tone because, like, I'm black, but, like, I'm also mixed race. Like, I'm half black, half white. I say I'm black. I guess I'm both, but, like, white people don't like when I call myself white. I don't know. Racism. Um, so yeah, like, I'm very pale, but I still have, like, that sort of yellow texture. Texture? No, not texture. Color. My skin is like yellow undertones. Like white people generally tend to have like red undertones, be a little pinkish. I'm like yellow. Don't get me started on the intricacies of what race I am and am not. I don't know. Cognac is a drink, right? I don't know anything about like alcohol, honestly. I'm one of those weirdos that doesn't drink. Well, actually, I'm hearing that that's not nearly as weird as it used to be. As it turns out, a lot of my generation is broke. Yeah, they really do. Okay. Let's just throw some color on the feet. There we go. Nothing too fancy down there. So here is the fun part. Okay, first a little highlight here. So next I take a very hard, solid brush and I start color picking. What we're gonna do is break up this smooth rendering with some hard edges. You might at first glance say, oh no, why are you doing that? You're ruining your smooth blending. But trust, it works. Also, I don't know what a soju is. You're gonna have to explain that. different type of Eastern alcohol, significantly cheaper and less gross. I see. Mineral water alcohol? That's fascinating. I didn't know that was a thing. See, it's like part of it is that yeah, alcohol just like is gross. But I've never even had it actually. Honestly, I don't like the idea of potentially forming like an addiction or a dependency on it. Interesting. I will look at that later. I like learning about things, even if I won't try them. Yeah, that too. Not just financially, though. I don't really like the idea of getting drunk, as weird as it sounds. I know, I'm boring at parties. I'm not a very good succubus. Yes, I am very wholesome. I'm not a very good succubus, but I am good at snuggles. Snuggles are nice. But see how much more interesting this looks? At the cost of clean rendering, you get texture. Yummy texture. Cool, right? That too. Now we'll just add a deep shadow color for like these little corners and areas. I try to not be afraid of like adding tons of like imperfections to my rendering. I feel like that's the thing that really sets good art apart. Uh being willing to be imperfect, or even more so to be imperfect by choice. Like all those little details that I can add or disregard that really just add up. There we go. I'm thinking the skin rendering might be done. Let's just add a little shading to this hands. Ooh, okay. Oh. Go take care of the kitty cat. Thanks for watching. I'm almost done at this point anyways, so all good. No? That doesn't need any extra layer. We will add some blush though. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that! Yeah. Wait. Oh no, I hope your ankle's okay. But yes, I did hear about the Annabelle doll. That's, interesting news. Is there anything else on this layer? Okay, just the eyes. Next is the hair. Let's turn off the horns for the time being. There we go. Yeah, that is an interesting thing to think about. I don't necessarily, really believe in ghosts, but if anything's haunted in this world, it's probably Annabelle. Though I will admit, part of me is waiting for, like, the reveal that this was just a PR stunt for, like, an Annabelle movie. Okay. Oh my gosh. I hope she meets the Muppets. They need to do something with them by now. Okay. All that's left is the clothes, and then it's done. Okay, quick touch up. Then what I just said. What we're gonna do is that. Okay. One second. Hi. Sorry about that. I'm back. Oh. Thank you. I'm glad y'all think I'm a cutie patootie. I get a little shy when people compliment me. But I'm grateful. Anyways. What is... Oh, I see. Easy fix, easy fix. Perfect. I really love this song. I actually used it as my outro music for streams before I got like my own song done. This is Children of the City by Millie, which is like My favorite band, honestly. Reaching the part of the year where a lot of things kind of slow down a bit. What with summer starting, looking forward to. Yes, I'm actually going to be going on a nice little cozy trip with my wife in, let 2 weeks, give or take. It's late, okay? And it's gonna be so nice and cozy and snuggly, and we're gonna eat a bunch of food. It's gonna be pretty chill though, so I'll probably still be drawing. I might even stream during it. But it's gonna be great. Thank you. We're not even going anywhere special, just like a bunch of places around us. Well, around me. Thus the whole moving in with her goal thing down there. Still working on that, but you know. Oops. Yeah, that looks good. I don't know anything about Warhammer. Warhammer fans scare me. I mean no offense. A lot of them are scary. But the robots look so cool. Or I guess they're not robots, they're like people, but like big robot-y people. That's cool. I feel like if I got into Warhammer, like, uh, I would spiral, especially because I've got like a 3D printer. I'd be printing so many like custom minis for all of my favorite squads. Yeah, like whenever Warhammer shows up on my timelines, it's because like the fans are debating if it's possible for women to play the game or some crazy stuff like that. And the other half of the time it's just like the coolest stuff ever. Oh, there's like video games too. Oh. I didn't know that actually. you're looking for a good CRPG, I'd recommend Rogue Trader. Essentially, you get a warrant of dads that I could and become a space trader, saying for dooming worlds. Cool. Hello! I actually think that I like just finished, so I feel bad about that timing, but still welcome to the stream regardless. Actually, wait, no, there's one thing I want to tweak. Let's add some highlights to this. Okay, there. Maybe. Honestly, I don't think I need that. There we go! And you know what? I will add a little bit of a glow to the horns. Because that's fun. Okay! So I think the best way to go about doing this would be to like export like an individual copy of each version. So what we're gonna do is merge visible to new layer so that we've got the like the full thing. Then I think those like that. Then we'll shut off everything but the lines. And merge visible to new layer again. Perfect. Now we will take all of the rendered details and disable them. And now we have the flats. Okay. Lastly, we'll have the colors. Or the sketch, I mean. I think the best way to do this would be just... And And I'll just, like, fill the sketch in a little bit. There we go. I think this looks pretty good. Now let's just whip out a quick background color. Oh, that's very disorienting. I can never tell what to do with, like, my backgrounds. Oh, thank you. All right. I think it looks great. There. We'll have a little confidence for a change. But, yeah, I don't know. I never know what to do with the backgrounds to make it look better. Maybe, like, off color. Not sure. Oh, what if I did it the opposite? Oh, that's interesting. What do we think of that? Should I do a gray background? Or maybe like a gradient. I can never decide what to do with this stuff. This looks neat though. I think this is a neat look. What if I... No. Okay, gradient it is. Let's see if I could put some noise over it. Yeah. There we go. I'm tired. How long have I been streaming? 4 hours? Wow, no wonder I'm tired. Ugh. The worst part is I don't think I could sleep yet. I'm gonna, like, chill and play video games or something. Whew. Maybe eat some snacks. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. I personally am very happy with these results. I think that this turned out good. Look at me, I'm adorable. True. Or they. Non-binary? Non-binary? That was a horrible pun, and I apologize to the non-binary community. Maybe I do need sleep. Well, I think this was a lovely stream, and I'm personally pretty happy with how everything worked out. Oh gosh, I'm tired though. And thank you again for the donation. I've never had something like that happen before, so like, you know, it means a lot, and I'm very grateful. So, couple things before I call it. The main reason I'm updating my commissions form is I have gone 3 years, okay, like a couple months shy of 3 years, without like raising my prices or changing my commissions at all. But this economy is shit. And I want to move in with my wife. So, yes, sadly, commissions will be increasing in price. How much honestly, I'm still deciding. But yeah, I always hate doing that, which is why I put it off for 3 years. But that's why I've been like working really hard the past few months, because like I knew that I was going to raise prices and I wanted my work to like wow, you know? Like I wanted to do something with my art where it looks good, you know? Ugh, tell me about it. Yes, commission inflation. For more information, look up how to commission inflation. That was horrible. But anyways, yes, I'm really sorry. I hate myself whenever I have to raise prices, which is why I put it off as long as possible, but I just think that like for the amount of work that I'm doing, I'm getting like these huge queues to make enough money off of my batches of commissions for what I need. And then that just inconveniences the clientele as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, it sucks, but that's what's gonna happen. A but other than that, um I think that I can announce it now. Pride month is in a few days. So happy Pride everyone. Unless you're not some kind of queer, in which case get the fuck out of here. Why are you even here? I'm joking. We love allies. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to be doing another stream with Alex. Either on June 1st or like the next Tuesday or Wednesday afterwards, probably the next Wednesday. Let me check my calendar before I say anything. Okay, so June 1st is Sunday. So let's just say that Wednesday. I No, I'm not going to go to Pride. I'm going to do something better. Alex and I will be taking the Woke Games test live on stream. For those who aren't aware, a like conservative, can I even call them an organization? A bunch of conservative guys got really angry at I guess black people existing or something, and they looked through like every fucking game on Steam, and like they played them all, and they were like which ones of these games are woke? And someone turned that into a quiz. I don't know. I don't even know what a sweet baby is. Okay? Is that like some kind of barbecue sauce? But probably. The point of the matter is that this was a group of guys that wanted to complain about video games on Steam being woke. So they compiled like this review list and are like, we don't recommend playing super gay robot adventures because it contains overtly homosexual themes. It's really funny. Yeah. And like they totally had to buy all of those games. So like, but whatever. The real fun is someone turned that list into a quiz and it'll be like, all right, is, I don't know, Halo woke? And you have to decide, is it woke or is it not woke according to those guys that made that list. And then after you pick your answer, it shows whether they described it as woke, not woke, or like somewhat woke. I think that were the three options. And then it'll have the explanation. Like I remember seeing once that like a game was labeled as woke for being a combat simulator, like a Fire Emblem kind of thing, that had women soldiers. That's all it took for them to say that this game isn't worth playing. That sometimes there were female characters in your army. Oh, so yeah, expect that next Wednesday. It is going to be fucking hilarious, guaranteed. Um, and other than that, I am going to be getting back into the Hitman streams as well because it's been a hot minute. So, maybe this Saturday, depending on my schedule. If not this Saturday, definitely next Saturday. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Um I'm very excited for the woke stream. Oh, it's gonna be great. So on that note, good night everyone. This stream was super fun. Uh enjoy the new outro.